Hello, everybody. Rod Baker with God and Rod. And I want to talk today about the life of a lie. The life of a lie. That's any good. If you're anything like me, or if you've experienced the kind of things I've experienced, there were times in my life when the truth just wasn't good enough. There were times that truth and sincerity did not come easily for me. And I would find myself lying. We don't make ourselves lie. We allow it. We allow ourselves to tell a lie. And the amazing thing about it is when you're talking about yourself, that's not really where the lion comes in, where the lion, I'm a lion. Every time you open your mouth, you are. Where the true burdensome of lies come in is when you lie about someone else. And usually it's to try to give ourselves something. It may be jealousy or envy or fear, of course. There's always fear. But it's the life of a lie. When you lie on someone else, you curse yourself. Fortunately, in my life, I wasn't much about lying about others. I had a hard enough time telling the truth about me. I didn't need to talk about you. And whatever incident happened between us, if I needed to lie about me in that incident, or if I needed to lie about you in that incident, that meant I needed to lie about me in that incident. And I would rather, say, well, I'm not going to gossip. I'm not going to talk about that. And then that way it allowed me to not have to tell what happened. Now, if I did have to tell what happened, then I would have to tell the truth about what you did. That would make me tell the truth about what I did. And this was before I got clean and sober. I would do this, Now, it still didn't mean that I didn't say that, that, I may be a sorry SOB, but at least I'm not a gold digging whore, or something like that. I would put us in it together. I would see the plank in my eye when I saw the splinter in yours. So I knew we both had something in our eyes. But then once I got clean and sober and learned about resentments and dishonesty and things like that, the truth began to come easier for me. And again, the truth about me. That's where the truth, I think, starts, is when you swallow some big chunks of truth about yourself. And then you're able to talk about the truth about others. And then I also believe that leads to, being able to inspire others, because you see the big picture. You see that people are just people. And, they're trying to grow. They're trying to become better. And even in their worst of times, those worst of times will make you so powerless. God does a good job. The universe does a good job of this, making you so powerless that you have nowhere else to turn but to Him. God's good about that. Now, I've dealt with a lot of people that, you know, especially when you start looking at things like, the law of attraction and, you know, the law of desire and all this kind of stuff, where what they try to do is they try to bend the universe's will to their will. That doesn't work. The key to it is aligning your will with God, with the laws of the universe. See, aligning yourself, which means you have to change. You have to change. Not the universe. The universe, it runs just fine without you. Okay? And you either contribute to aligning yourself with it, or you get out of the way. And if you don't get out of the way, then the universe will move you. God set that up nicely. So let's talk about the life of a lie. I know people that have, and so I'm going to talk about from my own experience. I know people that lied about me. They lied. They told a lie. They said I was this or I was that or I did this or I did that. And so that lie, us being creators, that lie is put out there. And it's energy. That's energy. And whoever they told it to has picked up on that energy and has accepted that energy. So now you've included somebody else in that lie. By you lying to them about someone else, you've damaged them. Because they're going to think, if that lie is negative, they're going to think negatively about it. They're going to have a certain thought about the character of that person. Let's say me. If you lied about me, then you have altered the flow of life, of the universe. You know, and no matter what happens, if that person is put in a position to have any kind of judgment or effect on my life, then guess what? The universe has a way of taking that person out of the responsibility of my life and continuing on with the flow of my life. Probably even better. That's why I really never minded what people said about me, because I benefit. I get blessed. But they don't. They don't. Usually what happens is it's almost like stealing. If you steal from somebody, if you steal $10 from somebody, I guarantee you at some point in time, you're going to lose 100. Somehow 100 will be taken from you. And it's amazing how, you know, there's these seasons of you get this opportunity to remedy that, to repent, to repay that. But then when your time's up, your time's up. Then you got to face the universe, and you're going to lose it 10 times as much. You're just going to. It's just the way it is. Now, the person that you stole from, they get blessed 10 times as much. See? And it's that way in all kinds of things. That's just a money example. But, you know, in love, in whatever blessing, health, other relationships. Everybody that I have a relationship with, if they're not authentic, they're out. I don't want that kind of energy around me. I don't want that kind of burden around me. I'm not going to carry your karma. I'm not. And if you don't know how to take accountability and responsibility for it, I promise you, if you can't take accountability for yourself, you can't take accountability for your bank account. You can't take accountability for your working relationships. You can't take responsibility for your life. It's just a pure example of it. You know, being somebody who's clean and sober and been clean and sober so long, I recognize the tendencies of alcoholics and drug addicts. I recognize that. And I'm either going to try to help you through that, or if you resist, I'm going to turn away. I planted my seed. I'm Johnny Appleseed, baby. I plant seeds. You're in charge of the soil. So this life of a lie lives until one of two things happen. Either you amend for it and tell the truth, or it all comes back on you. I'm going to be blessed no matter what. You lie about me, I promise you, I'm going to be blessed. I know where my blessings come from. And the more people lie, the more blessings I get. So keep lying. I'm just raking it in, baby. Out of nowhere. Strangers come up and give me things, give me money and give me things at gas stations. Okay? I was over at a feed store the other day. And the guy said, hey, man, I'm just, I don't know why, but I'm led to give you this. And he gave me money. I said, brother, money's the last thing I need. Can't you give it to somebody else? He said, no, I'm to give it to you. What you do with it is your responsibility with God, but I'm supposed to give it to you. I said, okay. I know how that works. I know what to do with this. But meanwhile, those that created a lie, man, that's a lot of reaping. That's a lot of karma. Imagine what you said about them is what becomes of you. Imagine if you said that somebody was a drug addict, and they're not. They're recovered from drugs. No. But you said, oh, they're using drugs. They're a drug addict. They're crazy. Imagine when you become crazy, when you become a drug addict, when you become an alcoholic, a drunk, getting DUIs. See, the more you talk about others, I promise you, the more it comes back on you. That's why there's something called a resentment prayer. If you've got a resentment towards somebody, the thing to do is pray that they receive peace, prosperity, and a long life, and all the things that you want. That's what you do when you're resentful towards somebody. And I know it's hard. You want to say, man, I hate that jerk. I hate that, witch. That witch, those witches. I hate those witches. No, man. Are you kidding? Then you're playing in the mud with them. No, that's not what you do. I pray that those witches, that coven, that group, that family, that they receive peace, lots of prosperity. Not that they'll know what to do with either one of them. And a long, long, long life. May they receive all the desires of my heart. See, that overcomes any of that. That's how you do that. So that's the life of a lie. Give it a try. Try not saying, or I'll tell you what, try saying good things about people. Even the ones that, especially the ones that have hurt you. For it is written to love your enemies. Love your neighbor and love your enemies. And your brother, sister, whatever. But if you can't love yourself, you can't do that. You're just lying to yourself. So anyway, good day.